A Lorain woman who many believe was wrongly imprisoned for 15 years is out of jail and telling her story. Good evening, I'm Danita Harris.
And I'm Chris Flanagan. Nancy Smith was convicted of child molestation in the 1990s, but has always maintained her innocence. In a surprise move, she was released from prison 3 years ago by a Lorain County judge, but could be sent back any day now. In her first local television interview, she sat down with ONN's Kristen Severance to talk about her fight to stay free.
It's horrible. It's horrible because you know you didn't do anything.
Nancy Smith is out of jail, but not truly free.
I just really want my name cleared.
It all began in May of 1993. Smith was a bus driver for the Lorain County Head Start program. She took the kids to daycare and drove them home. Everything was fine until a call from her boss.
That is when they told me that a mother on Friday had made allegations against me saying that I did not take her daughter to school and that I had molested her daughter. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Smith had a bus aide on board and attendance sheets proving those allegations could not be true. She took a polygraph test and passed.
And then the nightmare began.
The mother claimed instead of taking her daughter to school, she was taken to a man's home where she was molested. Police later said that man was Joseph Allen.
No, I've never met him. I've never talked to him. I've never even seen him.
I'm not really concerned that she's ever going to go back to prison.
Smith's attorney is Mark Godsey with the Ohio Innocence Project. They got involved in 2005. He said other parents started coming forward.
How was school today? And she goes, well, we didn't go to school today. We went over Joseph's house to play games. And then I knew something was wrong right away.
There was one mother who started it and really started fueling it and sort of trying to draw other people in.
Smith was arrested that November.
State of Ohio versus Nancy Smith.
Then came the trial.
First of all, you read the trial transcripts and the police records, and the children are changing their story.
I mean, when you're innocent, you don't think that, that people are going to believe these lies. You just trust your justice system.
She was found guilty and sentenced to 15 to 90 years in prison.
I was thinking, who's going to take care of my children?
It was like I lost a parent, but she was still alive.
Smith had to watch her children grow up from jail, missing their weddings and the births of her grandchildren.
The worst part was when they would come and then they would have to leave and I would have to sit there in that chair and watch them walk out the door.
Her daughter Amber Smith became her voice on the outside, getting the Ohio Innocence Project involved and meeting every week with a former detective on the case.
We watched the lineup tape together. He pointed out everything that was wrong on the lineup tape.
The lineup tapes show children being brought to the police department to pick out suspect Joseph Allen. Godsey says in the tapes, you can see the kids being coached, even told who to pick. The jury never saw those tapes.
What color shirt does he have?
Black.
I've actually never seen anything like that in my entire life, where the parents and the officers are telling them who to pick.
We're going to put him in jail and throw away the key now. Which one is he?
Godsey says this fits the pattern of the daycare hysteria cases in the 80s and 90s, where parents would target government-funded daycares and accuse employees of abuse.
It's sort of sick to say, but people, it appears, were making these allegations for monetary gain.
Which one you pointing at?
The families that made the original allegations did sue Head Start and received millions of dollars.
And that's what's sad, is that it all was created over money in the first place.
14.5 years would pass as the fight continued to free Smith.
But I'll tell you one thing, I never gave up on hope. Never.
In 2009, she appeared before Lorain County Common Pleas Judge James Burge. She was there to be resentenced because the original paper convicting her wasn't filled out properly.
So this was really just a technicality.
Judge Burge did something unexpected. He overturned their convictions.
I couldn't believe I was actually walking out of there.
The Ohio Supreme Court ruled Burge didn't have that authority and ordered them to be resentenced.
I have absolutely no confidence that these verdicts are correct.
Smith's attorneys have filed for clemency from Governor Kasich. She says it could be her only hope.
To please read my clemency and know that I didn't do this. It's all there. It's all there. All he has to do is read it to know.
Kristen Severance, the Ohio News Network.
There is no time limit for Governor Kasich to make his decision. The governor's office tells ONN it has received Nancy's application for clemency, and they are waiting on the parole board's decision. If you would like to sign the online petition supporting Nancy's clemency, we have a link on newsnet5.com.
Scanning